Hello, New Horizons. Good to see you today. When I was a child, I quickly learned to love and enjoy fairy tales. And today they have movies and they have television to entertain you. But when we were kids, it was the stories that took us places that we'd never been before. They were more than just childhood diversions because those became the stories that Mom and Dad could tell us on how we needed to live wisely. And we listened to them. They showed us the difference between something shrewd and something innocent. And they could tell us how to plunder dragons. That was fun. And giants. That was fun. But they could also tell us how to not yield to dragon's greed. You know, the stories that we read could magnify goodness, but they could also help us clean all the goodness, or all the ugliness, that was bad. One story could teach you how to have courage. The other would tell you how not to be a coward. And sometimes a really good story could make your blood boil. Other times it could run a chill down your back. To this day, some of those stories, they whisper back to me in ways I really didn't understand when I was a little boy. There was one great writer that survived age-old books, and he was a real inspiration to another man by the name of C.S. Lewis. I read something he wrote about an age-old fairy tale called Beauty and the Beast. This is what he said. He said, the chief lesson of that story was that unlovely things must be deeply loved before they can become lovable. I've thought about that in regard to our message this Palm Sunday. And it reminded me of another story, but this one wasn't a fable. It was a reality. It's a story that altered my life. And the chief lesson of that story was this, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. You know, it's taken us a couple months to get to the end of our series with the Apostle Peter. But at our journey's end, we have what may be the greatest crowning virtue of all. You know what it's called? It's called love. And it's no wonder that it comes on the eve of Easter, for this will be the march towards the greatest showcase of love ever. Now, I've found out a lot about that subject, especially in recent years, and it's at once one of the most invisible and hard to find of all the virtues that we've been studying. And you know what else? It's at the same time something that's been sitting in front of us right in plain view. And no one better than Peter could find out that truly unlovable things must be deeply loved before they become lovable. See, Jesus Christ so deeply loved you and I that He turned in what was nothing more than a beast into something beautiful. An even little child can look into the stories of any Bible and they notice its pages are drenched with love. All the great writers of the Bible spoke about it. But this Palm Sunday, as we watch Jesus from our imaginations walk down the Via Appia in Jerusalem all the way to the cross, maybe we'll see something very deeply unlovely. And that was so deeply loved that by the sacrifice of His love actually became something very beautiful and very deeply loved. So I invite you this Sunday morning, this Palm Sunday at 10:30, because it's going to be a special moment in your life. And it'll be a very special moment for me. Will it be like the other fairy tales of old? Nah. Will it have a dragon that breathes fire? Yeah. Will it scare the little children? No. You don't even have to tell the little ones that there's dragons in the world. You know, we know that from birth. But one of the great lessons from old do tell us this, that dragons are meant to be defeated. So this Sunday and on Easter, we're going to see how one single word defeated the devil on his own playground. And that word was love. So come out this Sunday and I will see you then. God bless you.